The Coney Island Classic is on Wednesday, September 2nd. Experience the fun and history at the classic Coney Island piers and parks. Maybe you have fond memories of the rides and seeing the sights of Coney Island as a child, or perhaps this will be your first trip to the shores of the People's Playground. Enjoy a professionally guided walking tour of the largest and oldest amusement park in Coney Island, Luna Park. We'll learn about the history and people that made Luna Park a place where people have visited for generations. Included is a ride on their historic original B&B carousel, a classic Coney Island sideshow by the seashore, and no trip to Coney Island would be complete without an included classic Coney Island lunch. After our tour, you'll have plenty of time on your own to enjoy the amusements, try your hand at one of the classic carnival games, or grab a bench on the boardwalk and watch the sea and people go by. Everyone will get a fun surprise keepsake to take home to remember our day. Your Coney Island package includes a walking tour of Luna Park, the carousel ride, the sideshow by the seashore performance, a classic Coney Island lunch, and plenty of free time to enjoy the sights. Gratuities for lunch, tour escort, and bus driver are also included, as well as the round-trip bus transportation from the Cape. The Essex Rail and Sail will be on Thursday, September 3rd. Travel on a vintage 1920s coach pulled by an authentic steam locomotive through the Connecticut countryside. Our conductor will explain the history of rail travel and point out local points of interest along the 12-mile narrated round-trip train ride into the heart of the unspoiled Connecticut River Valley. The picturesque countryside include pristine meadows, a mill pond with waterfall, and trestles and bridges over rivers and creeks. While on board our rail excursion, we'll be treated to a delicious full lunch. Then we'll board the Becky Thatcher for a 1-hour riverboat cruise along the majestic Connecticut River. Along the way, we'll see Gillette Castle, Goodspeed Opera House, the Haddam Swing Bridge, and plenty of wildlife. End the day exploring the quaint seaside village of Essex to shop the boutiques or to relax on the waterfront. Your package includes the narrated steam train ride, the 1-hour riverboat cruise, full lunch served on board the train, free time in downtown Essex, Connecticut, gratuities for lunch, the bus driver, and the tour escort, and your round-trip bus transportation from the Cape. The Boston Duck Tour is on Wednesday, September 16th. Always a fun day in Boston and never the same tour twice. Start the day with lunch at Maggiano's, where we will enjoy an Italian feast. You're guaranteed to leave very full and very happy. Then we'll board our duck boat and drive by all the places that make Boston the birthplace of freedom and a city of firsts. From the Golden Dome State House to Bunker Hill and TD Garden, Government Center to fashionable Newbury Street, Quincy Market to the Prudential Tower, and more, your conductor will give you lots of little-known facts and interesting insights about this unique city. Then splash down into the Charles River for a breathtaking view of the Boston and Cambridge skylines by water. After the tour, you'll have time to browse the shops on Newbury Street or at the Prudential Center, or take the elevator to the new View Boston Observatory at the top of the Prudential Center. Your Boston Duck Tour package includes the 90-minute guided duck tour of Boston, full lunch at Maggiano's, free time in Boston, the gratuity for the escort, tour guide, bus driver, and lunch, and your round-trip bus transportation from the Cape. Bath, Maine, the City of Ships, Friday, September 18th. History abounds in this coastal American shipbuilding town. During its 19th century heyday, Bath was the 5th largest seaport in America. Today, Bath still sparkles as a vibrant coastal city with authentic charm. Home to Bath Iron Works, one of the largest modern-day shipbuilders for the Navy, and nestled right alongside 19th century buildings. We'll have some free time to enjoy lunch and light shopping in the quaint brick downtown area before our guided walking tour. On our 90-minute walking tour, our knowledgeable local guide will regale us with stories from the past 400 years of this historic town. Discover charming Victorian period buildings, hidden gems, intriguing and sometimes scandalous local history and lore as we learn about the city of ships along the banks of the Kennebunk River. Explore the Maine Maritime Museum with exhibits on Maine's fabled lobstering industry with interactive exhibits on the biology of lobsters and the evolution of lobstering boats, traps, and more. Learn about Bath's shipbuilding history with displays on historic small watercraft, canoes, and lobster boats all the way up to the modern naval destroyers that are being built in the ironworks. The museum campus also houses the Donnell House, a full Victorian era 1892 shipyard owner's home, and a full scale replication of the Cape Elizabeth Two Lights lighthouse lantern rooms to get a close up interactive look at how lighthouses work. End the day with an hour-long narrated cruise along the Kennebunk River. We'll cruise downriver to get a better look at the museum's historic shipyard, wildlife, two lighthouses, and a spectacular close-up view of Bath Iron Works Naval Shipbuilding Yard. No trip to Maine will be complete without a stop at famous Lynn Libby's Candies to do some sweet treat shopping and marvel at their full-size 1,700-pound mousse made entirely of chocolate. Your Bath, Maine package includes a 90-minute walking tour of downtown Bath, admission to the Maine Maritime Museum, an hour-long narrated cruise on the Kennebunk River, free time in Bath and shopping at Lynn Libby's Candies, gratuities for tour guides, escort, and driver, the round-trip bus transportation from the Cape. Operation Mincemeat is coming to the Providence Performing Arts Center in late September. How did a dead body, a fake love letter, and of all people, Ian Fleming, turn the tide of World War II? Olivier Award winner for the Best New Musical and a 2025 Tony winner, Operation Mincemeat, a new musical, is the best reviewed show in West End history, with 88 five-star reviews and the #1 Broadway show of 2025. It's 1943 and the Allies are on the ropes. Luckily, they're about to gamble our futures on a stolen corpse. Singing in the Rain meets Strangers on a Train. It's the fast-paced, hilarious, true story of a secret mission that won World War II. Pricing and dates will be available very shortly. Please check back soon. Newport's Gilded Age is on Tuesday, September 29th. The late 1800s and early 1900s were a golden age in the U.S., with massive fortunes being made as industries expanded and grew. During this Gilded Age, the influx of new rich battled the old money society as they competed to outdo each other in displays of wealth and power. The popular HBO series, The Gilded Age, tells the dramatic story of old and new money societies colliding. Parts of the show are filmed right here in Newport. Enjoy a bus tour of Newport with our costumed guide, Mrs. Caroline Astor, the Grand Dame of New York City and Newport Society. She will share Gilded Age stories and point out filming locations from the HBO show. We'll visit Marble House Mansion, the summer cottage of Mrs. Ava Vanderbilt, who cleverly orchestrated her ascent into Mrs. Astor's 400 Club, and her daughter's marriage to an English duke. The Vanderbilt's rapid ascent into the old money society is at least partially the inspiration for the Gilded Age show's storyline. We'll also visit posh Rosecliff Mansion, built for Herman Ulrich. It was modeled after the Grand Trianon at Versailles and features a heart-shaped grand staircase. Rosecliff was one of the premier summer party locations for the wealthy of the time. A delicious lunch is included at the newly restored carriage house at the Elms Mansion, which overlooks the mansion's historic gardens. Bring out your bling and enjoy a day living like the rich and famous. Your Gilded Age package includes a bus tour with our costumed Mrs. Astor tour guide, admission to Marble House and Rosecliff Mansions, lunch at the Elms Mansion carriage house, gratuities for your tour guide, escort, lunch, and bus driver, and the round-trip transportation from the Cape.